It's coming up to the last minutes of the last day here in the Maasai camp, and I just want to record some words before we head off. And I know that people are beginning to well up inside, and the sadness is coming out because we have had such an amazing experience. I haven't had the opportunity to do my video diary, and of course I leave everything to the last minute. I am a procrastinator, but maybe I should start with my name. My name is Shane O'Connor. I'm 24 years old. I'm 25 in about 3 weeks from now. From North County Dublin, from Skerries. And I don't want to waste too much time talking about myself and my age, but I just want to put in words, if at all possible, the experience and what it's meant to me. I came to Tanzania not knowing what to expect. It was my first time in Africa, and I can clearly say with my hand on my heart that I, like so many other participants, have been blown away by the experience so far in Tanzania.
The world in the gig, Julia Nice and vanished her nonsense out in the flow for a reel and a jig. How the girls they all got mad at before they thought the ceiling would fall. 6 long months in Brooks Academy learning to dance for Lanigan's Ball. 6 long months I spent in Dublin, 6 long months doing nothing at all. 6 long months I spent in Dublin learning to dance for Lanigan's Ball. I stepped out and she stepped in again, she stepped out and I stepped in again. I stepped out and she stepped in again, learning to dance for Lanigan's Ball.
So basically the programme has 3 different stages. The first is the training here at Sonarta, the second part is actually going to Tanzania, and the third part is coming back and doing the workshops. So the first part of it, we've been here, we're in Sonarta, we're doing a lot of team building games, we're getting to know the group. I think there's 7 of us from last year on board this year, but there's a lot more people that we don't know. So
well, I think that the training, it's a really big part of the actual trip, because if you just went over, the people wouldn't really know each other. Like, we're doing a lot of team building games, and I think that's essential, like that people do know each other well and are comfortable with each other before they go to a strange place that they're going to see and do things that they wouldn't have experienced. So I think the team building is a very good part of it, and some of the games you played are a laugh in that as well. But
Hi, I'm Margaret, and I'm here as part of a team of 26 people in Tanzania in a town called Mwanga. The project name is Development Perspectives. It's the second time this project has been run. The first time was in Sri Lanka in a town called Tangal in 2006. So we are here, 22 Irish participants and 4 Tanzanians are taking part in the actual project, and this is the second phase of the project, which is the overseas phase, and it's lasting for approximately 3 weeks, a little over 3 weeks.
Components to this particular project are very different, we feel, to other projects that exist that address development education. And we have the workshops element that consists of lots of inputs both from local NGOs and from members of the team. As you can see behind me, we have a work camp element that's, I suppose, a partnership between our own team and local groups active within the community here in Mwanga. In this particular instance, we're helping to build a basketball court, which we hope then will be of use to the local community, not just to young people, but people in general, to take part in sports, to learn some of the skills that could be involved as a result of using sports. But then there's many other parts to this, and the real, I suppose, richness of the programme comes from the fact of people being in Tanzania. So that's the non-formal part of the programme that's not structured, but the actual experience of people being in this wonderful environment for a period of 3 weeks, living here, getting to know local people, getting to experience Africa. Rather than what we see sometimes in the media is very one-sided and looks at only particular perspectives, and I think that's why, I suppose, the original name of the programme, Development Perspectives, is important, that people get to see for themselves various different dimensions to issues that are ongoing, and not just for Africa but at home in Ireland as well.
Hi, my name is Niamh Hurley. I'm from Dublin, Ireland. 23 years of age. This is my second year in development perspectives. Wonga is where we're staying. The School for the Deaf is our accommodation, and we're using the Uvacuta rest house as our location, basically as our base. And I think Wonga is a great town. I think we were lucky that it's been used to having internationals here maybe, and I think that's one of the reasons why everybody here is so friendly. I think Tanzania is a really interesting place. I've never been to Africa before, and I would love to travel around the rest of Africa. And I think Tanzania has, completely different continent, completely different culture. It was a bit of a culture shock. Maybe I was okay because of last year, but I think it's such a culture shock for people when they arrived first. It was just, awestruck faces all day. For the first few days, people couldn't believe that they woke up in the morning and they were like, wow, look where I am now. Like.
It's 7:30 and I'm going to work down on the football stadium. I'm going to build a lot of trenches, and then later on today we're going up the mountains to another women's group. I'm going to make some pots and pans, and hopefully they can sell them.
She's real petite, the kind of girl you really want to meet. But she's so fine. She's so fine. She's so fine. She's so fine. She's a real petite, the kind of girl you really want to meet.
We're trying to build or clear the ground to build a basketball court and a netball court. And so an architect's going to come along now, and we've cleared it just to measure the ground and to see what levels he needs. So in about an hour or two when we've cleared this, we stop and see what happens next.
Love Allah ahein ado. Su Allah ahein ado. Kjern.
I come back. I come back.
Love Allah ahein ado. Hey.
I'm so goddamn hungry. Ain't got me no dinner. I'm so goddamn hungry. Gonna eat me another single after that. I wanna be a drill instructor. I wanna shave off all my hair. I wanna shave off all my hair. And if you say I can't do so, if you say I can't do so, I'll tell you that I don't care. I'll tell you that my finger has to go. And if my kettle it don't boil, and if my kettle it don't boil, I'll just sit and wait a while. I'll just sit and wait a while. I wanna be a drill instructor. I wanna be a drill instructor. I wanna shave off all my hair. I wanna shave off all my hair. And if my eggs do not fry, and if my eggs do not fry, I'll pick your nose and I'll see your eyes. I'll pick your nose.
Mira la guardia. Sí.
Now you can see how we are making pots with using potter wheel. kesho. Kama ufinyanga leo, kesho natakuwa ufanyie finish.
She's just pushing the wheel with her feet.
Sasa kwa ajili ya kupandia nini maua.
Missouri.
Kwanza kabisa, shirika hili linaitwa Kiwamwaku. Kirefu cha Kiwamwaku ni kikundi cha wanawake Mwanga ya kupambana na ukimwi. Shirika hili lilianza mwanzo 1997 likiwa chini ya Kiwakuki mkoa. Na baada ya hapo Kiwamwaku iliona kwamba ina mzigo mkubwa kule mkoani. Ikaamua kujitoa na kuanzisha kituo chake kikiwa ni Kiwamwaku mwaka 2002. Ndio ikaitwa Kiwamwaku Mwanga. Shughuli zinazofanyika katika kituo chetu huwa tuna vitengo vitano. Kitengo cha kwanza ni elimu sahihi juu ya ukimwi kwa ajili ya jamii yote. Kitengo cha pili ni kitengo cha ushauri nasaha na huduma za wagonjwa majumbani. Kitengo cha tatu ni kutoa huduma kwa watoto yatima na wale wanaoishi katika mazingira magumu. Kitengo cha 4 ni kuwajengea uwezo wasichana walio na umri mdogo, yani mzazi peke au young single mothers. Kitengo cha 5 ni kutoa elimu ya afya ya uzazi kwa wanafunzi wa sekondari. Pia hiyo inasaidia kwa sababu jamii yote ilikuwa haielewi maana ya unyanyapaa ni nini. Walikuwa kabisa mwanzoni wanamkimbia yule mtu aliyekuwa anaumwa. Wakishajua tu kwamba huyu ameathirika, huwa wanamtenga kabisa, hawamshughuliki. Lakini kwa sasa hivi kutokana na elimu inayopita tunayoipeleka kule vijijini kwa jamii nzima, ni kwamba sasa hivi wameshaikubali na sasa hivi kila mgonjwa anashughulikiwa, hakuna tena unyanyapaa.
Samahani.
Now say dear.
Dear. Stitch.
Dish.
Very good. My name.
Again.
Dear Dish.
Dear.
Slog.
In English. So pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone as she wheels her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh. Crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh. Alive.
I think it's very difficult maybe to identify one moment or one series of moments, but I suppose a couple of days ago we went on a hike up yonder mountains, and I think that there's a massive amount that can be got from a common activity, but an activity that really challenges people. And I think a hike can be used as a physical activity, but it can also be used as a group bonding session, as a really emotional activity at times. And because of for me, the severity of the hike, it certainly made me feel closer to a lot of people in the group because of the way that they supported each other while going up and coming down. But I suppose as well as that, the views from the top are absolutely staggering. And the natural environment that we're surrounded by here. And then to see some of the local people going up with suitcases and very well dressed and giving us a hand with some of the things we're trying to carry up. It's very much an eye-opener, I suppose, about some of maybe the soft centre that we have physically. It's something that we see time and time again during our time here, that people are very physically strong, much stronger than I could hope to be, and I think a lot of the group would feel the same. But not just the physical strength, it's the mental strength and it's the mental aptitude for challenges that I really admire in the Tanzanian people.
Do I need words? Seriously, like.
What did you think about your trip today?
I think it was, as a team building sort of thing, probably in the last week, it was probably good to just kind of rejuvenate and sort of rekindle a bit of group spirit, and I think it went very well. We helped each other up. Some people found it tough, and it's great to get to the top. I mean, just speechless looking at it. Like.
Come on.
Cheese. Come on. Cheese. Come on. Cheese.
Yay!
Hi, my name is Judith Hamill, and I'm from County Meath. So far I've been here 2 weeks and it's been a challenging experience, some of it good, some of it tough as well, and the African people themselves lovely. I suppose just getting on within a group and that, like, you know, that was kind of the most challenging thing, but it's been really good and feeling really happy about it all. And I think I came here to learn about development education, but I'm sure that it's also benefited me as a person too, in my own personal life or whatever.
Okay, so what we have here at the moment is that each participant has brought a symbol of what they think recognises the last 2.5 weeks, the experience that they've had. So each participant is going to go up and place their symbol or object within the bucket and will say a few words about their experience over the last 2.5 weeks and maybe what it meant to them. And we go around the group, everybody has a chance to say a few words, and then we close the bucket and bury it either outside or inside, depending on what people would like.
I'm placing in a little note, just saying how wonderful the experience has been and how beautiful the country has been, and just to thank the Tanzanian people.
I'm putting in flowers just to remember the different colours and all our different personalities, and I won't forget. Thank you.
She stole my idea.
I'm also putting in flowers, but for different reasons. For the colour, for the beautiful people from here and from Ireland. For Tanzania, just beautiful people, beautiful country, beautiful place, and a great 3 weeks.
So I put this green because this color I mentioned means for the forest, and I know that Ireland you have this for flag, this color. In Tanzania also you have this, so I present myself to be unique.
Eneo hili, si unajua kati?
Everyone take a bit of dirt in there as well. Just
ceremony. Yeah.
That's why we are here. We are happy to share, happy to bear one another's burden. That's why we are here.
When we came here, I think two months ago, we saw the plans that Yorio and Lucy had for this project, and we thought it was fantastic. Elias had said to us beforehand that this man has a dream. Now, famous people have said that in the past, but I think you can see that this dream is starting to come true, and I think it's a fantastic vision for the future. And I think these children will, who knows, grow up to do fantastic things because of the opportunities that this school is going to give them. So, for me, it's a brilliant opportunity to be here today, and that for sure we will support this project in whatever way we can, whatever shape that takes. I'm not too sure, but yeah, congratulations, you're doing fantastic work, and I hope that you get all the luck that you deserve, and keep working, because you're doing fantastic work, really, really fantastic work. Thank you.
Yeah. Deepen, deepen, water fountain flowing deepen. Deepen, deepen, water fountain flowing deepen. Deepen, deepen, water fountain flowing deepen.
Will be based in a small community, a small homestead of the Maasai community, who are pastoralists, and we're very lucky to have the opportunity to stay with a Maasai family and in a Maasai homestead, which Elias Morandat has quite generously offered to open his land and his family to allow us this experience. So we're going to spend three days observing how the pastoralist community exists in Tanzania, what their lifestyle, what are their lifestyles dependent on, and what are the challenges and threats that they face in continuing the way that they have lived for generations. But we will be participating in workshops and spending time with Elias and his family, and hopefully they will enlighten us on how their community works and how their lifestyle is and how they exist to the present day, and we're hoping to learn from them.
And I think I still maintain that it is possible to hold a spear and a cow or goat on one hand and a computer on the other. This is my thinking. And I think it is also still, it is the best time now for the black person to meet the white person and exchange ideas and live together in harmony. After all, the world is our world, and the more we can work out modalities for sharing this world, the better, in a just way. So nobody is below the other, nobody is a subject and others are objects, but we're all subjects, and having a world where we all win. So the win-win situation to me is the best arrangement.
Sijukaumbuka kama dada Kiswahili ambaye alipogewa kwa pesa zake jabiri. Hakuna alichoambiwa na kupinga kwa jabiri. Utamu wa mapenzi sukari kawa subiri, sababu kukumbuka kupima na kusubiri. Oh my God, Jack na subiri yuko ndani ya kaburi. Okay.
Well done. Key aspect to the program is not just the overseas part, but when we go home, we hope that the people behind us don't necessarily take the experience, have a wonderful time, and then do nothing with it. That the real hope is that for when they go home, both the members from Tanzania and the members from Ireland, that they become much more actively involved in development issues. That doesn't necessarily mean that they need to become facilitators or trainers or teachers, but certainly for them to become, I suppose, agents of change within their own families, their own groups of friends, their own community, and try to disturb some of the ideas that we have about development and all of the issues attached to that. So that's the real hope, that they go home and become actively involved. And as a result of that, we hope in the longer term to bring about some change. That scale of change could be very different. It might be very low, or it might be very high, but change and in all of its facets.
I think that if I was to hope for each individual on the programme and to have a hope for myself, I really sincerely hope that out of the programme each person starts to question how they live their life and how that they are in fact a participant in far more than just their own insular space and their own insular and small family unit, and that it's not, you know, it's not just about how we live our lives individually, that how we live our lives individually has a knock-on effect you know, across the world, and I would hope that people would question their actions and question how they live their lives.
Actually, when I went to the preparation, even the interview before the preparation visits, I knew that there was something special about the energy in the room when I walked into it. And I know I wasn't alone in the week that you're, Bobby and Margaret, were making the decisions. I remember thinking, Jesus, you know, I'll be very, very upset if I don't get this. And it certainly feels like we've extended our family. So when we go home, we're going to have so many more contacts and new friends that I'm sure we'll keep in contact with. And also to our brothers here in Tanzania, brothers and sisters that we've met. It's been absolutely out of this world. And I think we all know what we've got from the project, but Sante Sana, that's me.
I just want to say thanks very much. First of all, in Ireland we have a saying, Céad Míle Fáilte, and I think when we came here we didn't know what to expect, and the Tanzanian people have blown that completely out of the water. Céad Míle Fáilte in Irish, it means 1,000 welcomes, but in Tanzania there are 40 million welcomes. Finally, just to say thanks to everybody in the group, to Bob and Mog. It's been a long 3 weeks, but short in some ways, and I think there's a lot of cooperation involved, and maybe sometimes things didn't go great, but when we go home we'll learn about that and we'll learn how we've dealt with stuff, and we hope that there's going to be a great exhibition out of this. So, Santa Sana.
Children here will begin to see you differently. They will start seeing another human being who is not different from them, another human being who can work like them, another human being who can eat with them, another human being who can laugh, joke around with them. And this for me is the profound difference.